Hey folks, and thanks for joining. My name is Bernard Spignol, and together we're going to learn the steps on how to become successful and monetized being a new content creator in YouTube. Over the last few weeks, I've been doing a lot of studying YouTube University, trying to figure out the different tricks and avenues on creating another stream of income for 2025. So I invite you all to join me on this 28-day challenge effective today and for 28 days of consistent content posting and to become monetized with YouTube in less than that time frame. I took a lot of notes, so I'm going to be using my cheat sheet here along the way and wanted to go over a couple different things with you on the step-by-step process on how to become successful in YouTube monetization, especially being brand new. So first and foremost, YouTube is monetizing new content creators like us. That's fascinating because before we never had this opportunity. It's always been given to folks who already had tons of subscribers. Being brand new, you don't have an audience yet. People don't even know who you are. So to be able to reach a vast amount of people in a short amount of time has been a lot of challenges with that, especially in the past. So YouTube started this recently. I don't know what changed, but there is a ton of content creators that are out there right now, and they're getting monetized in less than a month, 10 days, 7 days, some as little as 3 days. And I don't know about y'all, but I want some of them coins. So join me together so we can all hear each other's success stories. So if you like what you hear, click the like button, subscribe, and I'll do the same for you guys so that we can continue to grow each other's subscriber list. All right, let's get started. So why YouTube? Well, duh, YouTube's been around forever. It's been around longer than Instagram, TalkTick, that's taken away. It's been around longer than all these other reels and everything else. So not only that, but YouTube has been the main platform where tons of content creators are making a lot more money. And that's ultimately where it is. It doesn't matter how many followers you have, it's how much money you're making at the end of the day. And we all want a piece of that pie. And YouTube has made it a lot more easier for us to get that piece of the pie now more than ever. So something that's changed this year has been in its algorithm. So YouTube is looking for new content creators to push out their own personalized content along with pushing out YouTube. Of course, YouTube wants to know about its own brand. So anytime it hears YouTube, trending hashtags YouTube, anything that's trending regarding YouTube, get the drift? YouTube, 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 right? That's how you're gonna make a lot more money. And get people to really watch your video, and YouTube to pick up your formula in your video and blast it to tons of people so that way more people can see your video. That's first and foremost. Next thing is it's one of the largest creative platforms out there. Like you have folks half our age that's getting monetized just by putting funny videos. And what's more important now than ever is people want to know about life experiences. They want to know about particular niches. They want something that's valuable. Keyword, valuable. What's in it for them? Everyone wants what's in it for them. Highest paid platform per views. So compared to TikTok and Instagram and whatever other platforms exist, you have to have a ton of subscribers on those. And then you have to get branding deals and all these paid ads and all this stuff in order to get monetized and make a really good income. While YouTube, on the other hand, based on my experience and what I've seen, has been the easiest platform to join and get monetized quicker compared to the other ones that are needing 1 million views in order to get a check or anything to that nature. Why else? There's multiple ways of getting monetized with YouTube. YouTube has something called AdSense, where you're able to sign on to that, and then there's certain ads that will play within your video, and you get monetized as a creator for having those play within your video. And that's how we make money. but there's also other things that can come up. You can get recognized by other brands, get brand deals. If you have a TikTok shop or a Shopify, people will gravitate to you once you build your own brand of reliable products, especially if you've used them and you can give some kind of context onto how great they are, right? So there's multiple streams of making money within this one platform. And it's easier compared to the rest. So why wouldn't you want to join this challenge, right? Next thing, requirements. I'm not in a fancy studio. I'm in my living room right now, and I'm using my iPhone. So you don't need a fancy gadget. You don't need all these ring lights and professional lighting and all this stuff. YouTube wants authenticity. People want authenticity. Be yourself. Be yourself in an environment that's normal for people to see you in. You don't have to be all lavish. You don't have to dress like a god or goddess. You don't have to do anything out of the ordinary, but be yourself. People are paying for authenticity. They want to see that someone else is on the other side of the screen and they're relatable, right? And you'll get to see a little bit more of my relatability later down the line. But for today, we're trying to figure out how to make these coins. We're trying to figure out how to grow our platform, build a brand for ourselves, and get monetized in less than 28 days. You feel me? What else? The requirements are to have your video in long format. So compared to other platforms where you have your phone faced vertically, YouTube requires that you have your phone facing horizontally and with your camera, your back camera facing you, because your front camera is not as detailed and elaborate compared to the back cameras that you have on your phone. So get used to using your back camera, and you can do all of that editing and mumbo jumbo a little bit later, but there's no need for that because people like to hear the bloopers. People like to hear when you mess up. I mean, it makes you human, right? Next thing, the videos need to be at least 20 minutes long, right? Forget all these quick snippets, these reels, these little snappy 60-second little clips. People don't care for that, right? They want valuable context where they can see for an extended period of time and that they are in tune with what's relatable to them. They do not want just gibberish in 30 seconds or 60 seconds. That's not valuable. And YouTube recognizes long form content, and that's the type of content that they're pushing out right now, whether it's a faced YouTube page or a faceless YouTube page. And we'll discuss that in my future videos. But for today, just know that minimally it has to be about 20 minutes long, at least so your views can increase, your exposure can increase, and your watch hours can get watched, and you can meet the minimum criteria for your watch hours. More minimums. So YouTube requires that you have at least 1,000 subscribers to your own personal channel, and you have about 4,000 watch hours before you become monetized. What does that mean? Let's break it down. Simple math. 20-minute videos, time 200 views. That's 4,000 hours right there. Ding, check mark, right? Next thing you gotta work on is your subscribers. How do you build a subscriber base? By using the right hashtags, right? YouTube wants to know about itself. New content creators, talk about things that are relevant. Continue talking about YouTube. The different ways that you can get monetized with YouTube. The step-by-step process of getting monetized by YouTube. You're seeing a ton of creators right now get monetized, and what are they doing? They're repeating the same information. YouTube is monetizing, YouTube is monetizing. So do the same thing in your 28-day challenge, just like I'm gonna do. Along with adding additional valuable data to show people that I'm a real person and to give them some context that's relatable, right? Regarding life. Who doesn't want to know about life, right? And life hacks that matter. That's what's on YouTube's radar right now. So stay tuned. There's more to come in future videos. What else? You don't need any special effects, right? This is a living room. I don't have any special lighting. I don't even have a ring light. I just have my overhead living room light that's on, and that's it. You don't have to get a makeup, a cleaning crew, a wardrobe crew, none of that foolishness, right? Obviously, when you build your own brand, you can get that, and rightfully so, because you want to be able to save some time. That's the most important thing. It takes time to do this, and who doesn't have 20 minutes in the day to create a valuable tool for other people's lives to become better by watching, right? So just think about it like that. You spend 20 minutes doing cardio sometimes. You can do this kind of video in your car, while shopping, while exercising. Obviously don't do it while you're driving, of course, because that's bad. That means that you're not paying attention to the road. Don't do that. You might get stopped over, and it might not be a good look if you're trying to record content and you get pulled over by a cop. Anyhow, I digress. Next thing, on your video, on the iPhone specifically, because I have an iPhone 14 Pro, there is a setting in the videos where you will click on 4K. You want high definition. You want people to see all of this, right? You want also in 60 frames, that's going to be 4K 60. So you want to be able to click on those settings so you get clear, crisp content that you don't have to edit. Keep it authentic. Keep it real. People want to see that, okay? Next things are, why join the challenge? How many of you have sat down and thought, I want to create a different stream of income, but I don't know how, right? There's a lot of information that's free out there, and people don't realize that there's so much ways to make money, especially with online tools and resources. YouTube is making it easier for content creators like myself and you to be able to create a different stream of income by providing valuable information. Information should be free, okay? And secondly, I'm not selling anything. I have no product. I have no brand yet. I am not selling anything right now. I'm not saying click my link below and sign up for my free class, then to loop you in for a charged masterclass. Don't need to do all that. Information is free. Being a content creator is free. Getting monetized on YouTube should be free. So don't sign up for anyone's courses or any of that, because there's a ton of free information out there, and I hope my video can be used as a tool for you and another free resource in order for you to monetize yourself and create another stream of income in 2025. And next thing, YouTube's algorithm is so much more easier now in the last few weeks. Who doesn't want to hop on the bandwagon right now? It's the perfect timing. Like if you search online, YouTube monetization, YouTube monetization, YouTube monetization, new creators, getting monetized, tons of data available on YouTube, right? I don't know how to work my laptop to an extent to like show you all of that, but there's tons. I'm telling you, like you will get inundated with the amount of videos that are out there right now, because content creators know they can get monetized quickly. And who doesn't want an extra stream of income by being authentically yourself? That's golden. When you could be yourself and be monetized because people see value in what you're putting out as far as content. One thing that you want to be aware of is you have to be consistent. You have to strategize on the time of day that you're going to do these type of videos, and when you're going to upload them. Be consistent, right? No one is just going to wake up being a millionaire. It takes consistency, it takes some work, it takes some time, right? Just like anything that you do in your life, it takes time to develop a strategy, time to execute, time to upload, to see results. And it's okay if you get no views on the first couple videos, but continue to be consistent. Do not be flatlined thinking that it's not going to work. Consistency pays off, just like everything that you do. If you eat right, you see it in your health. If you exercise, you see it in your body. If you drink the right amount of fluids, you see it in your skin, right? Take care of your baby, your new content creating role, and develop videos on a daily basis and post them consistently. And when you post them, don't just go on a spree of talking nonsense. Give folks valuable information that they will leave after watching the video and saying, you know what, I learned something new. I learned something today. So if you learned something new along the way, feel free to share it. I'd love to hear. And if you want to see more content of different things, by all means, leave a comment. It'll be my pleasure to record another video with information that can be valuable for you all. Next thing, financial freedom. Financial freedom is the ultimate goal. What does that mean? That means that not only having enough finances to secure you for your livelihood, but the most precious thing you'll get back is time. Time can't be bought, it can't be replaced, it can't be recovered, and you can't go back. So the most important thing you can do is put forth your entire effort into putting out valuable content because it matters to you. Don't do this necessarily for the money, because the money's gonna come if people like what you gotta say. But do it because you genuinely like entertaining, like you wanna be able to have conversations with people, you wanna have interactions and ongoing exposure to change the lives of the people that you encounter and who stop on your page. The flexibility that comes with this type of work is incredible, because you're able to do this from anywhere, literally anywhere. I could be on a plane waiting for it to take off and I can shoot some content. I could be landing in an airport waiting to go through immigration, shooting some content. Don't let them see you on the phone. You could be in your car in traffic at a stop or waiting for a train to go by. Don't do it while you're driving or on the highway. But case in point, it's like there's so many places that you could do this and it's extremely flexible. You could do it anytime, anywhere. So why wouldn't you want to create an extra stream of income for yourself, right? Who wouldn't want that, right? There comes a point where you don't want to continue to work countless hours for a bigger corporation when you can tune yourself into a corporation and monetize yourself, build your brand, have your own team, and create multiple streams of income just by you being yourself. Who wouldn't want that, right? More on YouTube. Let's talk strategy. So with strategy, there's a couple different things that you want to be aware of. There are algorithms in place. There's nothing that you can do personally that's going to change the algorithms. Case in point, using a ton of hashtags is not going to increase the likelihood of exposure. It might put you in different themes of what people are researching, but doesn't necessarily mean that people are going to click on your video, right? You have to continuously talk about YouTube and information that makes sense. And you'll hear a lot of content creators talk about strategy. You have to strategize, you have to strategize. Strategy needs planning. So prior to you putting out some videos, take some notes. What are you gonna talk about? When are you gonna post it? Make sure that you are consistent. When are you going to upload your videos? Do you even need to do editing? Probably not, right? Be authentically yourself. So when it comes to posts, they also have to be relevant. So people like to hear about lifestyles, right? What it is to live in a certain income threshold, what it is to survive in a certain city. There's popular topics that we'll go into in a couple minutes about what's relevant right now. Be hip with the trends. That's what's going to elevate your video better than anyone else's video. Be hip with the trends. Pay attention. If you hear any buzz on social media of what's trending, you hop on that same trend, because there's going to be a lot of clicks and views based on what's popping. And what's popular. So stick to it. In addition, titles are important. Don't create a long and lengthy title for something that's simplistic. Obviously, you got to my video because you liked the title, right? And I had a great thumbnail, which is the next thing I'm gonna lead into. Your thumbnails need to stand out. Don't just be plain old text. Has to be eye-catching. You could do it yourself. There's free applications like Canva where you can utilize Photoshop, PowerPoint, stuff like that in order to create some form of a thumbnail, but make it make sense, make it eye-catching, make it where someone wants to click on your video. Don't just be boring. Boring is not in when it comes to YouTube. People want to see authenticity. They want to see some kind of excitement. Use the right colors, use the right text, use the right verbiage, right? The right sentencing will have people click on your post, and they will look at it and they will be in tune to what you are saying. So that's the main thing you need to be aware of. Content needs to look good. Your content has to be relevant, and your thumbnail along with the title has to be catchy. Has to catch someone's attention where they say, you know what, I can't miss out on this video. And it has to catch YouTube's attention too. Using keywords will flag the video in the algorithm where they pull this video and start mass exposure on it. So be aware of that, because that's how people go viral, by using the right strategy. Next thing, niches. So there's a lot of popular niches. So you want to be in tune with health, beauty, finances, life,